live. This is pure evil inside the minds of serial killers. James Michael Monroe from the Freeway Killer is going to be video chatting with us today. He's going to be calling in a few minutes. He's going to continue talking about what had happened and how everything had happened and how he got to the prison where he's, to where he's at now. So, and he also is going to have merchandise which we're going to show for sale, and it's going to be actually this is going to be very good. We do have a podcast on Podbean, and it's the same as this YouTube channel, Pure Evil Inside the Mind of Serial Killers. You'll have to look up on there. We also have a Facebook page too. He should be calling actually any second now. And then we'll get him situated on here. Everything should be good with him.
He's real excited about it.
Yes, he is. He's very excited about it. He is very, very excited about it. So if you guys have any kind of questions or anything, you guys can just put it on there, and then we'll ask him the questions and he'll answer them for you. He is, believe me, not shy on answering any kind of questions. Which he should be calling any second now. I don't know what's taking. Oh, I told him 28 after, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's got another minute. So he'll be calling here pretty soon, and then we'll get started.
By the way, it goes by Tina now.
Yes, he goes by Tina Monroe. So, if you guys, like I said, if you have any questions or anything, just let us know and we'll get it for you, and he'll answer them. He's taking a minute to get here, but he'll get on. We just had to start a few minutes early to get the chat started. Okay, you got him over there. I was wondering what those went to. Let's check to see where he's at. Okay, his call should be coming in any second, and you guys will be able to chat and talk with them. Already got it.
Because I didn't know if he was going to work out something.
No. He can if he chooses to, but
How's everybody enjoying this great weather?
very good weather. I don't know where everybody else is at, but our weather's actually really good. He's been looking forward to this all week. We'll still have it wait too. Okay, you can call like any second now. He said 9:29, so actually I said 9:28, but it might take him a minute to get to the. know it's taking a minute here, you guys, but he's going to be on. We just talked to him. So, just give it a second here. Oh, there he is, right here. About to come on. And here we are. And here he is, right here.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the story I am about to tell you is the untold true story of the notorious California freeway killer, William George Bonin, and his cohorts, Gregory Matthew Miley, and who I am, James Michael Monroe, now Tina Marie Monroe, because I am a transgender and I changed my name in the Amador County Superior Court. Back in 1980, I was hitchhiking and I met a man who was a notorious serial killer by the name of William George Bonin. William George Bonin was going out in California from 1979 to 1980, brutalizing and murdering 45 young men throughout the Southern California freeways and byways. California was put on a panic spree because of all the murders, and they had to hire special detectives, one by particular by the name of John Paul St. John, who they called Jigsaw John. He was world famous from the television show called Jigsaw John. Now, William Bonin, because of his crimes, they had to call a Los Angeles County Police task force to come up with finding out who was responsible for all these murders that was going on. William George Bonin was convicted of 21 murders out of 45 throughout California, of San Diego, Riverside, Orange County, Los Angeles, and other counties who didn't get a chance to prosecute him. But he elaborated throughout his San Quentin days before he was executed, February 23rd, 1996, that there was that he had done all of them, all but one. I met William George Bonin May 23rd of 1980, hitchhiking from a small town called St. Clair, Michigan. Mr. Bonin picked up a young man by the name of Stephen J. Wells, who lived in Downey. On that day, we picked up Stephen Wells hitchhiking, and we got him in the van, and he closed the doors. William Bonin said, "Hey, where are you going?" And Stephen Wells said, "I'm going down the road about 6 miles to my apartment." Then Bill Bonin said, "Okay, well, we can take you there." So while driving, he asked, as he asked every other victim, "What do you think of gays?" That was the key element story questionnaire that he always asked every victim. That would determine which victim he would kill and which one he would not. And he said straight up, "Oh, they're okay because I'm bisexual." Bad choice of words. And Bill Bonin said, "Really? Okay, well, how would you like to come over to my house, or should we come over to yours and have some fun?" And Steve Wells said, "Oh, I'll just come over to your guys' house." Now, Bonin lived at 10282 Angel Street in the city of Downey, California. He lived with his mother, Alice Bonin, and his two brothers, Paul and Peter Bonin. So that night, on June 2nd, after we got out of work, we picked him up, he was in the van, we were driving down the road, we arrived at his residence. Bonin gave me $5 to go to the store to get some hamburgers. Now, on the way to the store, the police department had stopped me and asked me what was I doing in the middle of the on the road with my blinkers on. I told him I dropped some 8-track tapes on the floor and I'd like to pick them up. So I picked him up, and then he asked me for my driver's license. I did not have a driver's license. I had a Michigan driver's license, but not a California valid license. So as soon as we did that, he says, "Take the vehicle home." He didn't know that I was driving the death van of William Bonin. and where all the other bodies were being put in the vans while he was strangling them. Now, we arrive back at the house. I walk in. Bonin is totally nude along with Stephen Wells in his mother's bedroom. I walk up to him and tell him, hey, the police stopped me. Bonic's eyes were popped up. Oh my God, where are they? Where are they? I says, relax, they're not in this house. Don't worry. He goes, okay, good. We'll go to the store later. So I told him, I'll tell you the story later. So he says, hey, Jim, you want to come in and have some fun with me? I go, doing what? He goes, let's go have some fun having sex with Stephen Wells. I go, no, I'm not into that today. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go in the living room and drink me a beer, smoke me a cigarette, and watch my favorite show, Happy Days. So I'm kicking back, smoking a cigarette, and sure enough, William Bonin comes out to the living room. Jim, come here, follow me. I want you to come back in the bedroom with me and follow me. So I follow him back in the bedroom, and Lord behold, Stephen Wells is laying butt naked on his mother's bed, and he asked if I wanted to join in and have some sex, and I told him, no, I'm not into that. I don't want to do that. So I stood at the doorway like this, and I'm just watching, and he asked Stephen Wells, hey, Steve, how would you like to go ahead and make $200? Sure, how? He goes, I know a guy that likes to have sex with guys that's tied up. Oh, I'm into that. Yeah, you can tie me up. Okay, no problem. So he goes, okay, fine. Lay down in the hallway and go ahead and lay there, and we'll go ahead and I'll tie you up. I'll hog tie you. So he tells me go out to the kitchen and get the clothesline rope. I couldn't find nothing because I don't know where anything is in this house. So Bill Bonin gets mad, and he gets up. He goes, I'll go do it myself. So he goes out to the kitchen, gets on the second bottom drawer, gets a nylon rope, goes back in, and starts hog tying him like a hog. And he lays him on his side. So then he tells him, hey, check this out. How much money you got in the bank? How much money you got on you? So Stephen Wells started panicking. Hey, this ain't your guys' house, is it? What are you guys doing here? He goes, oh, we just broke into this house. This ain't our house. He goes, well, if it's money you guys want, you know what? I'll just pay whatever money. Please don't hurt me. So Bonin says, oh, fuck that. So he gets up and he says, I'll just shut up. And he punches him in the chest, says, all right, motherfucker, you're going to do what I say or I'm going to kill you. So then I didn't know if he was serious. And I said, oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? Why is this guy freaking out and wanting to kill this guy like this? What is he doing? I thought he was bullshitting about picking up a hitchhiker wanting to kill him and shit. I didn't know anything really about this. So he says, well, all right, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to knock you out and put the clothes back on you, leaving the park bench somewhere. And I said, okay, good. He's not going to do that. So he lays him on his belly. And when he lays him on his belly, he tells me, hey, hold his feet because he's moving around. So I go and grab his feet and I'm holding on real tight, as much as I can. I said, you sure I'm not going to get in no trouble? He goes, don't worry, if the cops catch me, I'll just tell them you didn't have nothing to do with it. I go, okay, as long as I don't get in trouble, I'll help you. So I said, okay. So I'm holding the feet, and he takes a t-shirt, excuse me, and he puts it around the guy's neck. His own t-shirt that Stephen Wells was wearing, Bill Bonin puts it around his neck and starts twisting it like a rag. And he's twisting it real tight as he can. And he holds it down like this, and finally about 10 minutes goes by, he ain't moving at all. So he stops moving. He says, you can let go of his feet now. I go, okay. So I let go, and he flips him over. And I go, holy shit, why is he blue? What'd you do to this guy? And he goes, oh, he's dead. I go, what do you mean he's dead? He goes, yeah, the guy's dead now. I go, what the fuck did you do? He goes, oh, I strangled him. I go, you strangled him? He goes, yeah, I strangled him. I go, well, now what are you going to do? He goes, don't worry. As soon as it gets dark, I'm going to go ahead and sit there. We'll put him in the van, and we'll take him, and I'll dump him off where I dumped the last ones. I go, dump the last ones? He goes, I'll tell you about it later. I go, okay, no problem. So sure enough, we sit there, we wait, and I'm smoking a cigarette. He's not telling me anything. He goes, I'm going to tell you something. As soon as we drop it off, I'm going to take you to my codependent's house. I go, what is a codependent? He goes, that's another guy that helped me do some murders. I go, oh, really? Oh, okay, I got to hear about this. what's this guy really about? And I only knew this guy from May 23rd all the way to June 2nd. So that's only like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I knew this guy. I didn't know who I really hooked up with or not. I just wanted a place to stay because the guy offered me a place to stay, and I thought he was going to be okay living with his mom and his brothers coming home and stuff like that. I didn't know I was going to wind up living with a fucking serial killer. So I said, okay, fine. So he gets done, he unties them, and he takes the clothesline rope, puts it back in the closet. He goes, hey, go in my brother's bedroom and get this refrigerator box. I go, refrigerator box? He goes, yeah, go get it. We'll put the body in it. So he goes, I go out there and get it, bring it back in, and we lay it down. He's trying to stuff the damn body inside it. It ain't going in there right. So he gets all mad. He goes, fuck this. I'll just pull the van on the side of the house because it's dark. We'll just slide the body inside there and we'll go dump him somewhere. I go, okay, no problem. Let's just get this damn thing out of here. So sure enough, we sit there and pick this thing up, and we carry it out to the van, and we cover it up. He goes, okay, I'm gonna go over to my friend's house with this. I go, okay. So we get in the van, and it's dark out, and we're driving down a road, and we finally get to his other friend's house by the name of Vernon Robert Butts. He lived on 7310 Dinwiddie Street in the city of Downey, which is about 15 minutes away from his house. Now, as we close the door, I walk up the road with him to this guy's house, and I said, hey, this guy ain't gonna kill me, is he? He goes, not as long as I'm with you, he won't do it. I go, okay, good. So we walk up to the path of this little house, and I knock on the door. This guy is 6 feet, maybe 100 pounds, and he opens the door, and he's wearing a Darth Vader uniform from the movie Star Wars. I go, what the fuck is this guy about? Holy shit. What is that, a nut or something? So he opens the door, we walk in, and he takes his helmet off, and I look at this, this guy is freaky. So I'm looking around the house. This guy's got a coffin in his living room as a coffee table. I go, hey, what's this coffin doing in there? And he goes, oh, I lift that up. I fucked my girlfriend in it. Virginia. I go, you got a girlfriend? He goes, yeah, I got a girlfriend. I fuck her in this coffin all the time. I go, what's that coffin over there? He's got 2 coffins in his house. One is a telephone booth and one is a damn bed and a coffee table. I go, holy shit. He goes, oh, plus I sleep in there at nighttime. I go, okay. So he goes, Bill Bonnet tells Vernon Butts, he goes, well, Vern, this is Jim, this is Vernon Butts. I go, oh, how you doing? Nice to meet you. He goes, oh, good. Well, let me show you what I got. So he takes me out to the kitchen, and I open the damn closet door, and there's a whole bunch of ID cards of all the victims that he did. There was 16 bodies in there, or 6 or 16. One of them, I think there was only 6 of them. And I says, what the hell's all these ID cards in here? All right, we're going to take a commercial break for a moment. I got to reconnect on this. I'll call you right back.
Okay.
Thank you, and please hold on.
All right, he's going to call right back. Because for him, he only has like so many minutes at one time. For Sajad 1351, you can also go on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now, and if you want to stay on Podbean, you can also go on YouTube. We're on the Pure Evil Inside the Mind of Serial Killers. That's what our chat is, and he's video chatting right now. I'm not for sure how to say your name on there. On this. hit OK. Where it says OK. Yeah. It's not doing anything? Shit. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. Why is it not working? What happened? Okay. He's calling again.
He hit something on there and then the video came up.
Is it this? Okay.
All right. So how am I looking?
Hang on 1 second here. I'm gonna probably have to go get him because I don't know how to.
And how am I doing so far?
You're doing good. 1 second here. I don't. Is it this? There it goes. Okay. Maybe not.
Shoot.
Doing good.
I don't know what I did wrong.
Oh, you're just hitting picture.
All right.
Hang on, let me go get him real quick.
Sure.
It reset the camera, so she's got to reset it again when you hung up.
Okay.
So it should just take a second.
Sure, no problem. How am I doing?
You're doing great. You're coming in loud and clear. The picture's good quality. We've got all your
And how you
merchandise sitting here. We're ready to go.
And how do you like the story so far?
You're doing really good. Very good on
Thank you.
detail.
Detail good. My emotions, everything. Yes.
Go back on.
No, it did not go back on.
Of course. He's already back
Okay.
on. I don't know what to do.
All right.
Okay, hit OK again.
Okay.
Wait a second. She's gonna.
I'm hitting it. Nothing's happening.
I'm not understanding.
He hit something on the camera.
I'll hit one of each button and see what happens. That's not it. Set. That's not it. Nope.
There you go.
Okay, we got you now.
Is that actually
all right.
working though?
Yeah.
Because I don't see
Oh.
me moving. No, that's
So am
not
I
right.
good?
No, that's not it. Oh, I have to.
That's not it?
No.
Okay.
No, hit. Don't hit
that's not
anything. Don't hit. I don't know what we're doing wrong.
It's not recording.
It's not. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, jeez. Of course, this would all have to go wrong. I don't know what button to.
Huh.
What the hell?
I don't know what we're doing wrong.
It says it's still going though,
Oh.
but it's not.
It's not recording anything.
Do you have it on video or do you have it on?
I have it on.
camera?
It's on video. It's on video.
Huh.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing wrong here.
That's your flash stuff.
Of course. This would have to mess up right now. I don't know. Maybe this. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're
you're good now. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so getting back to what I was saying, so basically, so after he showed me all the bodies, the pictures of everyone that he did, he says, okay, so we went back into the living room, and Bill says, hey, do you want to come with us or what? And Vernon goes, no, I'll just stay here. He goes, well, I tell you what, well, come here, I want to show you something. So we walk back out to the van, and he opens the side of the door, and lo and behold, sure enough, Stephen Wells' body's still laying there, stinking up the damn van, and it's rigor mortis is starting to set in, and then the van is starting to smell. So he flips the cover up, and Vernon Butts goes, oh, how nice, you got another one. So what do you want to do? He goes, I'll just stay here and watch the news on this one. Okay, so we close the van, and he goes back in the house. We get back in the van, and we take off. Now, when we're driving, we notice that we're being followed by the cops. Because he says to me, Bill Bonnet says, hey, check this out. Look in your side mirror. I think we're being followed. I go, what do you mean? He goes, look at those lights. I'll lose them. So we start going down dirt roads and all kinds of shit. We're going down farm roads and everything else, losing them. So we lost the cops. The body's still in the back. Finally get back up to the regular road, and sure enough, we're driving down the road, and he goes, I'm hungry. You know what? I'm going to stop off at McDonald's. I go, with the body in the back? He goes, don't worry about it. I go, okay, sure enough. So we're driving. We go in, pull over to McDonald's. We go through the drive-through window, and the window is open, and the lady goes, can I take your order? So Bill Bonnet says, oh, we'll have 3 big bags, 3 Cokes, the 3 fries. I go, why 3? He goes, just because I feel like it. Okay. So they ordered 3 of them. Sure enough, we pull up to the drive-through. Bill rolls down the window. The van is smelling bad. She leans over with the bag. She goes, ew. She goes, ew. So that's you, so the van is parked there, and she leans over at the thing and says, ew, what the hell's that smell? Bill Bonnie yells, oh, that's just our body in the back. What? She starts, oh my God, oh my God. So he rolls up the windows and peels off. Didn't even pay. He grabs the bag and threw it to me, and we took off. So we're peeling down the road with a stinking dead body inside that van, and I got hamburgers sitting on my damn lap. So we finally get there. Once we get down the road, he's hauling ass, driving fast as he can to get the hell out of the area. This is all the way to Huntington Beach with the body. So we finally we're driving to Huntington Beach. We pull in to we find a mobile gas station that's closed. He backs it up, turns the light out. He shuts the engine off. He goes, here, take your shoes off, but leave your socks on. I go, why? He goes, that way the cops can't see your feet prints on the cement. They can't trace it. Oh, okay. So I take my boots off, put my socks on, and we're walking up, carrying the damn body with him out of the van. It is stiff as a damn board. It was like you were sitting there carrying about like 4 2x4s across the road. That's how stiff this body was. It was straight as like an ironing board. And I go, what the hell? Why is this thing so stiff? He goes, it's rigor mortis. I go, what the hell's rigor mortis? He goes, I'll tell you about it later. Okay. So finally, we carry behind a mobile gas station. We put it right behind the gas station in the alleyway right there, and we get back in, put our boots on, and get the hell out of there. We start the van up. Boom. He goes, I'm gonna check something out, see if somebody saw us. So we turn around and drive all the way back, real slow. So the van's going real slow like this, passing. Nobody's there. We hauled ass back home to Downey. Now, when we get back to Downey, the phone rings. It's Vernon Butts on the phone. He says, turn the TV on quick. So I turn the TV on, and it says, Vigo headlines, freeway killer strikes again, claiming his 45th victim. So I said, oh, fuck. Hey, that's that guy. Excuse me. That's that guy that's going around and killing all those people on the highways. I go, wait a minute. You're the guy that's going around? He starts laughing his ass off. He says, you didn't know, did you? I go, no, what? He goes, I'm the freeway killer. I go, you're the fucking freeway killer? Holy shit. Oh, no. What am I going to do now? So he says, don't worry, just relax. You're not going to get in trouble. I go, man, I hope not. So I said, okay, what are we going to do? So we sit down in the living room, and he says, let's have some burgers. I go, oh, man, I don't know. Oh, well, I guess so. So I open my burger, and I'm looking at him. And he looks at me, he goes, hey, Jim. I go, what? He goes, thanks, Steve. And he then looks down at the bottom, and he goes, thanks, Steve. And he goes, wherever you are, ha, ha, ha. And he starts laughing. I'm going, okay, whatever. Wow, what a trip this guy's doing. So we get done with the hamburgers, and I go, man, I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. He goes, yeah, we got to go to work tomorrow. He goes, just act like normal and you won't get caught. I go, okay, no problem. So I go to bed. He turns the lights off. I jump up and turn the light bulbs back on. He goes, what are you doing? I go, I think you're going to kill me too, Bill. He goes, I ain't going to kill you. Don't worry. I go, prove it. He goes, watch, I'll tie you up. I go, I don't know, man. He goes, I will. Let me tie you up. I go, all right, don't kill me, man. So I lay on my belly like an idiot. I let him tie me up. He hog ties me. He puts a t-shirt around my neck, and he starts twisting a little bit. So I start crying. And I said, look, man, I know you're going to kill me. Just let me call my mom and say goodbye to her. Let me call my mom. Just let me say goodbye to my mom. He goes, look, I'm not going to kill you right now because you're too important to me. But if you ever run or call the police, I will. If I can't, my friends will. I go, don't worry, I'm not going to say nothing to nobody. I won't say nothing to nobody. Don't worry about that. So I go to bed that night, and I finally doze off. The next morning, we go to work. We stop off, get a newspaper. He goes and he goes into his job site. Now, he worked at the Dependable Driveway Trucking Company as a truck driver. I go in there with him, and he slams the damn paper on, and he goes, this guy did it again. And they go, what? He goes, it's that killer guy. He did it again. Look. And he's bragging. He's saying, look what he did. Look what he did. So I go up and look at it, and I go, this ain't that guy that he did. So Bill goes, come here, let me go outside with you. So I go outside with him, and he shows me the paper, and he goes, this is the guy. I go, that ain't the guy you did last night. I said, you didn't kill this guy. He goes, yeah, that's the one. They're not going to put a dead picture in there. I go, oh, okay, I didn't know. So we finally go home that night, and we're kicking back. And he goes to his bedroom, and he said, with the newspaper, and he goes, hey, Jim, watch this. So he takes the newspaper, and he starts masturbating over top of the damn newspaper. And he goes, here, Steve, one last squirt. This is you. I go, holy fuck, this guy's crazy. So he goes to the bathroom and leaves. The next day, I go to work with him for the final time. I go, I got to get away from this guy. So finally, they tell him he's got to take a run to Oakland, driving a tractor trailer. When he's gone, I take his Chevette car and I steal it, and I book to Michigan. I get the hell out of there. So he's looking for me, trying to find me. He went up to Hollywood. He couldn't find me or anything. And so he says, fuck it, I know I'm going to get caught. So he tries to do it again on his own. He's up in Hollywood in a parking lot right next to the Gay Community Center on Artesia Boulevard. And he's in the back of the van with another youth, and he's got 3 butcher knives in there. And just as the police said on there that just as he was about to kill him, they opened the van up because some lady heard screams, and they caught him in the act. So they arrest him. When they arrested him, I heard it on the news. I said, oh, good, they got his ass. I'm gone. So I booked to Michigan. Now, when I booked to Michigan, I don't say shit. I go all the way back to Michigan, and I'm hiding out in Michigan at my cousin's house, Cindy Porter. So I says, fuck this. I'm going to find out if the cops are looking for me. Excuse me. So I pick up the phone, and I dial one of my old friends I used to know by the name of Tammy Caps. Now, Tammy Caps and I was girlfriend, boyfriend a long time ago. I tried to have a relationship with her one time, and it really didn't work out because I wasn't into her too much. Let me take a break, and I will call you right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Sweet Angel M Bear 25. We are also on YouTube right now under the same name, Pure Evil Inside the Mind of Serial Killers. If you want to go on it, he's doing live right now, video chatting with us. If you have any questions, just ask and he'll answer them. But he'll call back in like probably 30 seconds. Because for him, he's only allowed to talk like 15 minutes at a time, and then he has to call back. I think the one I hit was one of those top ones. It was either that or that. I think it was the one, so I'm not for sure. It was one of those top 3 I hit. Is that him? Not yet. Alright, he'll call right back. Got quiet for a second. Okay, what's taking them so long? Story's pretty interesting though. How far are we into? Okay, here he comes. Okay. Okay, he's back.
Yeah, Mark. So are we ready to continue?
Yep, go ahead.
So, anyways, Tammy Cap. So I go, I call her in California on a call, and I ask her, "Hey, Tammy, are the cops looking for me?" "Oh, no. But do me a favor, call back in 10 minutes." So I hang up the phone, and I tell my cousins, "Don't worry, it's not gonna. I reverse the charges. I'm gonna call like 10 minutes." So I kick back. I'm smoking a cigarette, drinking a cold beer, and everything, and I call her back in 10 minutes, and she says, when I talk to her, she goes, "Oh, I love you. I miss you as my friend. I want to have sex with you and everything. Can you? How you doing?" Starts having sexual talks with me on the phone, keeping me on the phone. She alerted the Los Angeles Police Department, telling them that I'm called and they're tracing the damn phone call. So she kept me on there for 10 minutes talking to her, and all of a sudden, I hang up. So I'm waiting in my cousin's house, and about 10, 15 minutes later, I hear a knock on the door. And sure enough, some 2 guys in suits, plainclothes suits, and saying FBI. I go, "Oh shit, FBI! What the fuck is that?" I seen them guys on TV. And so they walk in, and they got Michigan State Police right behind them. And I said, "Oh shit!" So they point their finger at my cousin. They go, "Who are you?" And my cousin, she goes, "Oh, my name is Cindy Porter." Well, who are you? And they go, "Well, I'm Jeff Porter. I'm married to Cindy." And then they go, well, who do we have here?" I go, "Oh, I'm James. What's your last name?" I says, "Monroe. Why?" And he goes, "Okay, no, and I don't know." And then they looked on my arm, and I had a tattoo on there on my name, and it said "Born to Raise Hell" on my arm with a tattoo. It says "Born to Raise Hell" on it. And So the cops goes, that's him, grab him, grab him. So they grab me and handcuff me and put me in the back of a police car. So I'm sitting there for about 5 minutes. My cousin comes out while I'm there, and she goes, who the fuck did you kill? I go, why? She goes, oh, you're all over the news over Lansing and all over the world. I go, I didn't kill anybody. I don't know what you're talking about. So she finally leaves, and then I go to the jail, and they take all my clothing and everything. So I lose my jeans. I lost my army fatigue shirt. I had a Bowie knife that I had. I lost that. I lost a lot of shit, right, being arrested. So they finally, the Los Angeles Police Homicide detectives come down and talk to me for 3 days. And then they bring me back to extradite me in California. Now, speaking of interviews, right now, Angela Bittner, who is one of the producers of this show, has in her possession true, unedited transcripts from court proceedings of my case. Right now in her possession is from the Orange County trial of William Bonin, my co-defendant. Now she has live transcripts of every detail from all the defendants on her testifying in court. Please, if you want to hear word for word, get a hold of Angela Bittner, and she has them for sale. Please buy them.
And they also came in the original envelopes are going to go with it too.
Yeah, and you have the original envelopes that came from me to that. So she has those for sale. Also, so that you all know right now, you have my blue jeans that I wore. She has personal blue jeans with my autographed signature on them. She has that for sale.
These are right here.
That right there. So you will have that also for sale.
And his
along with my
signature is right there on them.
And I signed and dated everything on the blue jeans. So if you want those, please get a hold of Angie. Also, please also be aware that I have my little Sangian radio. I have a radio that I used to listen to. It works. There's nothing wrong with the radio. It's AM, FM, digital radio that belongs to me. It's autographed on the back with my name on the back of it, the date that I received it, and everything. So my name and number, my CDC number is on the back of that radio, along with a white house coat that I used when I was taking showers. That personal house coat she has possession of also, along with a battery charger. I used to charge batteries for that radio. So she has all that for sale right now, and I ask you guys, hey, you're not going to be sorry if you own this. So she also has drawings and paintings from me that I autographed and signed and dated. She has all that for sale right now. So if you really want to come up on that stuff, please get a hold of Angela Bittner. She has in possession of all original stuff that I personally wore and drew. You're not going to be sorry on that.
A written letter saying that this is his, and we have a picture of him. We're going to add to the robe too.
Yes, I have a letter that I wrote to stating on that everything is authentic. It's an affidavit, signature with my honor, verifying everything's true.
We also have a transcript of the witnesses, and it'll be in this little case thing here. We also have transcripts of the plea transcript, and we have one of we also have a transcript of when Stephen Wells' mom and dad wrote the judge, and we also have indictment papers on here too.
Yes, all those transcripts are available right now, so please get a hold of her as fast as you legally can, and get a hold of her.
We also
she has in her possession of all that.
We also have his drawings too. Trying to find.
Yes, I have some drawings and paintings, and you're gonna love them. And I have plenty more coming to her for sale at a later time. But yes, I have all that ready for her. She has all that right now in her possession.
And they all come in the frames, and they're staying in the frames.
Yes, they are in frames. Also, when I went to court, I got by Bill William Bonin's attorney when he was representing him, had his investigators come down to the Los Angeles County Jail to try to pump me information. They posed as fake FBI agents just to sit there to find out what I knew about his client, William Bonin, before I testified against him and put him in San Quentin's death row. And when he got executed in 1996, yeah. But yes, she definitely has all those pictures and all those photos for sale. Look at those fabulous frames. You're not going to be sorry.
These were hand drawn.
Drawings.
They were
And
all
you have
hand drawn
everything
by
on
him.
there.
I also framed when they put him in protective custody, I framed these three. The letter
Yes.
the letter for him to be in protective custody against Mr. Bonin.
Yes.
And I framed all three of those, and all three of those will be a set.
Yes, so you have very much so. So does anybody have any questions? I am available to have any answers.
Oh, we also have the box that came in, the prison box. So the first person that does order want a bunch of stuff, we'll just send it in that box. Or we could dismantle the box and send the box also. We're going to go for the questions.
And if anybody would like to write to me, before the question goes on, if anybody would like to write to me, just go to get on to gtl.com, type in my CDC number, which is C44535, inmate locator. I'm at the Mill Creek State Prison in Ione, California. And you can text, you can get online. You'll have to sign up for texting, and I'd be more than happy to text you if you would like to communicate with me. By all means, I look forward to anybody, any contact you want to text me. Go ahead. Now, anybody have any questions? I'm open lines for right now. Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. Bonin tell you why he wanted to kill, and did it have to do with his past?
The reason why he wanted to kill his victims was because of the fact that he said the only reason why he decided to kill them is because he didn't want to go back to prison. And because of his past being in Vietnam and everything, it had a lot to play with it as part of killing, because he couldn't stop. Once he killed one, he said he couldn't stop. It got easier and easier as he went along.
Okay, what was your thought process during the murders? Like, were you scared, or did you have an adrenaline rush or anything like that?
I was very terrified. I didn't know if I was going to be, like I said, I didn't know if I was going to be lying right next to him while he was strangling him and then kill me later on or not. I didn't know. I was terrified, yes.
Did Mr. Bonin, when he chose his victims, did he have a specific type?
Yes, he did. Young males, usually between 18 and 30 years old, mainly blonde hair, and very young looking, girlish type of figures of young men.
Did you feel a sense of relief when you got caught?
When I got caught, I was mainly pissed off because I didn't want to be arrested for anything, because in my mind, I thought I did nothing wrong.
Okay, yeah, because, like, I think they're asking, like, when you got caught, did you feel a sense of relief, like you knew that he wouldn't be able to get a hold of you or catch you or anything like that, or have his friends come and get you?
Yes, I did.
Do you think Mr. Bonin felt any remorse?
No, because right before he got executed, he even made those statements that his death wasn't gonna, they're going to find out that there's not going to bring any closure to any of the victims, and they're going to find out that he's going to take a lot of secrets to the graves with him, and that they're going to find out that that penalty had sent the wrong message to kill people. It was wrong by lethal injections, and he said that they shouldn't have never come up with that penalty.
Wow. Did they give you a chance and Mr. Bonin a chance to face the victims' families?
I faced Stephen Wells' mother and father at a parole hearing a couple times, and I kept expressing how remorseful and how very sorry I was that their son died by the hands of William Bonin, and I was sorry that for what I did, or my part that I had played, I was very sorry for what happened. I would like to take a quick second break and call you right back. I've got a couple seconds left.
Okay.
I'll call you right back.
Okay.
For more questions. Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions on there? I know on YouTube they're throwing some questions out there. Just gotta wait for him to call right back. What time do we got on here? We can probably go over a little bit. Okay. We still got some time. Thanks. Is that my tissue or yours?
Mine.
Okay. Oh, I got mine in the pocket. Never mind.
So again, you got his bathrobe, his personal jeans, his radio, his charger, many pictures, court documents.
Now the robe he couldn't find a place to sign, so that's why he did what he did with the paper and that picture. So he's gonna have a picture of him, and it's gonna be in a little case, so it'll be protected, and then that's signed, and then that'll go with the robe and the piece of paper signed by him, saying that the robe was worn by him. so I know which one to hit now. This is that one. Okay. Okay, he should be calling back any second now. We're probably going to run a little bit over on this podcast, but be worth it though. Huh? Must take a second for him to be able to. He probably has to dial a bunch of stuff on his thing or something. Just so you know, on our next podcast, we are going to be doing, where's it at? We're going to be doing Louis Garvio, which is called La Bestie. And that will be on July 6th. Is it July 6th? No, I'm sorry. July 13th. Sunday, July 13th at 6:30 p.m. Or no, I'm sorry. It's 6 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah.
6 o'clock, I'm sorry. So July 13th at 6 p.m. is when we'll be, why is he calling that one? Oh, crap. Hello?
This is Global Tellwait. You have a prepaid call from
Monroe.
an incarcerated individual at the Mule Creek State Prison, Ione, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Okay, I think we lost the feed, so I'm on ready to phone right now.
Okay. You're still on YouTube and everything, so it's okay.
Okay, so yes. Okay, so we have next questions.
Okay, 1 second here. Let me see if we're still on. Okay, we are still live. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
we're live. Good. Next.
yeah, the next one would be did you ever ask to help trap people for him to kill?
Okay, could you explain that a little bit better? Did I ask what?
They're asking if you helped, like,
Did he ever ask you to help trap people, victims?
No. No, no. He, all he did was ask me straight up, how would you like to go out, pick up a hitchhiker, have sex with him, and kill him? And I said, yeah, right. So, I didn't believe him. I thought the guy was full of shit. I had no idea that he was sincere about it. And so that next day is when we were coming home from work, that's when he decided to pick up Stephen Wells. But no, I didn't know, not at all.
okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, the next question would be, hold on, why is this not? It says it's recording, but it's not. I don't.
Yeah, I look forward to any questions.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure because I don't, for some reason,
Well, it should still be recording.
yeah. Anyway, so the next question would be, when you, first went to jail, like, how did you feel? Like, what was your feeling when you first went into jail, like, your first time going in?
Going in, I was very scared. I didn't know where I was or what I was dealing with until I arrived. And then they put me in the Los Angeles County Men's Jail, dorm 7000, room 7005, and it was a single cell. It was a single cell with a big sealed door, and all there was in there was a big bed, a sink, and a toilet, and that's all I had. And all I could do was look out and watch people walking up and down in the hallway. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I had people sitting there walking by, looking at me, calling me a monster, a freak, and everything. And I was scared.
Yeah. I can imagine. Let's see. Now, when you actually went to prison, like when you actually went to the actual prison and they actually got you set up in your cell, were you like treated as a celebrity through like the prisoners and the staff, or were you just treated like, did they treat you really bad?
They treated me really bad. I was spit on. I was called a monster. I was called, they were calling me every name in the book that they could call me. As I was walking down the tier, they were throwing their garbage at me. They had to isolate me in a single cell for several months until they finally put me in with other people that was in prison or with similar cases, sort of like mine, but weren't. So they had to find out who they could house me with and not. So I went through living hell. Yes.
Oh
I had
wow.
piss thrown at me. I had shit thrown at me. I had people trying to electrocute me walking by my cell. I had hot coffee thrown at me. I had to sleep at the end in the bed. I was staring at four walls. I had a dirty, pissy mattress, one blanket, and that's what I had for 4 years. This went on.
Oh wow.
How do you purchase the radios and the supplies for the artwork?
What I did was that was through my job. I saved all my money through my job working in the kitchen, trying to survive in here. So I saved all my money to buy all that.
What was your feelings when you got sentenced?
I figured, well, I was never ever going to go home ever again. Once he sentenced me to 15 years of life, I said, well, 15 life. I didn't know that I was sentenced to a life in prison. So once I learned that it was life in prison, I said, well, that's it. I'm going to die in prison. I'm never going to see the streets ever again.
When you helped move the body, what kind of feeling did you have? Like, were you scared, upset stomach, or did you have like an adrenaline rush because of everything going on with him?
When I moved it, I was actually very scared. I pissed my pants, and I almost crapped in my drawers. And I was very, very terrified. I was shaking. I had a hard time going to sleep that night. I was terrified.
When Mr. Bonin killed in front of you for the first time, how were you feeling at that time? Like, did you like the same thing with that? Were you like real scared, or did it like you had to throw up or anything like that?
Yes, I did throw up. Yes, I was very scared. I did have to throw up. Yes, I went outside and threw up a couple times. Yes.
When did you actually get a routine when you were in prison? Like, how did you start developing it? How long did it take you to get one?
Okay, could you say that again?
When you finally were like set in prison, like your parent prison, how long did it take you to get an actual routine down? Like, like when you get up, you get breakfast, go to the gym, or go to work or anything?
Yeah, it took me about 6 years to get structured where I could sit there and get comfortable enough to sit there and do something. I mean, I had to go to chow hall and get breakfast and my dinner. You got fed one breakfast sack Michigan, a sack lunch, and you had a hot meal for dinner. But the food was so bad, and it's still to this day, it looks back at you. That's how bad our food is. But it took me 6 years to get structured into prison, and I had to go to school every day trying to figure out if I could learn something to try to change my life.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I think that's it.
Okay.
For question-wise, I think that's it.
Okay.
Oh, here's one. Looking back, would you have hung out with Bill Bonin again? Like if you could go back in time, would you have like reconsidered hanging out with him?
Yes. I should have took the opportunity I had prior to meeting him. There was a guy right before I met him in a suit, and he asked me to go with him to live with him in his house, and I have to wear a suit, cut my hair, and if I smoke, go down the street and smoke. He didn't want somebody to see how I was living, and he said I had to be on my best behavior with his family and stuff. I should have went with him, and I wouldn't be here sitting here today. I should have went there.
But you were also young at the time too, so you really didn't
Yes, I was.
know. You know,
I
you.
was 18 years old. I ran away from home. I left home in the state of Michigan. And where I lived in St. Clair, Michigan, the 1319 St. Clair Highway in St. Clair, Michigan, it was like, if everybody remembers the TV show, Andy Griffith Show, everybody in the whole neighborhood knew one another. So, I went to special education school, so, I wasn't allowed to have any friends. Growing up as a kid, my mom, when I got home from school, if I didn't do my homework right, she would slap me in the back of my head, tell me I was a stupid kid, or, just beat the living hell out of me. My dad, the kids down the street played with his car one day, and he thought I played with it, so he took a bullet to my back, and I still have scars to this day. So yeah, that's the type of family I lived with. I wasn't allowed to have any friends. I couldn't have no girlfriends. I couldn't. I had to be in by 9 o'clock at night, and I had to sit in my backyard or stay in my room at all times, except for when I came down from dinner time. Breakfast time in the morning, then at dinner time at nighttime. Otherwise, I had to stay in my room the whole time.
Oh wow.
So I was considered like a prisoner in my own home, and I had to run. That's why I kept running away from home.
Yeah, that's.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's all the questions.
Yeah, that's yeah. And see, when I was growing up, because the thing is when I was born June 17th, 1961, and I was born in this small town called Perth, Byron, West Germany. And I was adopted in 1963 and brought over to the United States by a military family by the name of Lee and Yvonne Monroe. Now, the Monroes lived in St. Clair, Michigan, so I had to go with them being very small. And when I was born, I had actually 6 fingers on my left hand because I had to cut one of the fingers off. My thumb cut off because I had 2 thumbs. So they cut that off, and I could not walk until I was 8 years old. I was in a wheelchair because I had polio. So, if everybody remembers the movie Forrest Gump, the actual legs that he wore, the metal braces, is the same ones that I wore growing up as a small child up until I was 8 years old.
Oh wow. That's a lot.
So now you know the history of me being up as a child. Yeah. Yes.
Well, we have all your stuff up here for sale. She's boxing the stuff up right now, so like I said, the first person that does the box, that wants it, or that gets stuff, will either, if they want it sent in the box, I can do that, or we could break the box down and send it to them. But we can add that in. And then the letter
Yes, I'm looking at.
that you put about the robe, that also comes with the envelope too.
Yeah, they're gonna like the robe because it's practically brand new robe,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I wore it a couple times, but it's
very
a beautiful
soft,
robe. Yeah. So the blue jeans, yeah, they're a 36 waist, 36, 32. So I mean, but I have an autograph on it, and I did sign it. So yeah, all that is mine. And then you have my radio that I actually listened to in prison, and I decided to mail it. So now you have that. So yes.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yes, it is. I want. Yes, so like I said, I look forward to. Yeah, please get everybody, whoever's watched this interview or listen to me talking on this phone. And I will just say this: I want to thank everybody, whoever is listening to watch this, for their beautiful moments and time that they allowed me to speak on this. And for the love of God, please. I did not kill Stephen Wells. I didn't. Buy the transcripts. You'll read it from the.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
So I want to thank you for this time. I love every single one of you. May God be with every single one of you. And this is James Michael Monroe signing off. I am now Tina Marie Monroe. Like I said, if you want to contact me, my CDC number, Mill Creek State Prison, C44535. You have it. By all means, contact me. With that, Angela, I want to thank you for this time, and I will talk to you again some other time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And text me when you get a chance to let me know how everything went.
Okay, thanks for
I'll
your
talk to you
time.
later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, July 13th, we are going to do Louis Garvito. His nickname is La Bestia, and we will talk about him on the 13th at 6 o'clock. And we'll also be on YouTube too, besides Podbean. So we'll see you then.
What's that say? Will not be able to
Reconnect your stream when you stop.